Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here, and welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am grateful to be here, and I am glad to be here. I know it's Tuesday, not Monday. We deliberately skipped Monday because it was Memorial Day and Memorial Day weekend. I hope you had a great weekend. In spite of everything, I'm sure creatively we all found ways to make this weekend fun and enjoyable. And I hope that each of us took time to reflect upon the men and the women in service that gave their lives for us right now. I hope we took a moment to reflect on that. And if you didn't, there's nothing wrong with doing it on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Thursday. But to be able to express that gratitude and feel in your hearts the gratefulness that you have for them. You know, we think about things that happened in our past and the value of it, and too many of us discard what happens in the past. Yet it's this amazing gem. Imagine that as leaders, we did not have the learning from our past to guide us in the choices we make today. What would that be like? Going through times right now. If you didn't have the learning from your past to help guide you, what would that feel like? What would that be like? What would you do? Imagine that you didn't have a bigger future out there. Imagine that the future, you couldn't see a bigger future to inspire you. Imagine what kind of decisions you'd be struggling with right now, what kind of choices you'd be struggling with. You see, because the learning from our past, that's where we make our mistakes. And we talked about this previously, human beings are the only species that can make mistakes. Why? Why? For our learning. That's the way we learn. Our wins and our mistakes. Our wins and our learnings. You bring them together. And that's how we learn to be in the now and to become a better choice maker in the now. Imagine not having that bigger future. You come to a road and a fork in the road and then just say, take it. Doesn't matter which road we take. If you don't have that bigger future in sight, in your sights. Now leadership, unfortunately, leadership is suffering right now. Leadership is suffering because they're so caught talking about being present that they forget about the power of the past and the power of the future. And so instead of standing up like an entrepreneur would stand up, business owners every week stand up and take responsibility for what the decisions they've made. Good or bad, they stand up and take responsibility and course correct. Imagine our politicians standing up and saying, you know what? I took everything into consideration. I took everything that we knew and that we've learned from to make the best choice I could make in the moment. It may not have been the best choice. However, we've learned from that. And we've learned a better way to get us to that inspiring future. Let's make the course correction, and I'm sure we'll have to make course corrections in the future, but let's be in motion. Let's keep going, doing the best that we can. You know, we talk about leaving a legacy. Legacy isn't something that you leave. Legacy is what you live. And leaders live. They live to be in the moment, fueled by the wisdom of the learning and the mistakes that they made, and inspired by a bigger future. That's how they make good choices, and to stand up and take responsibility for what they're doing. That's how you get your moment to move. And as you get moments to move, you get momentum. Where is that momentum? Where is the momentum that we want from our leaders? Where is the momentum that you can provide it? If it's not them, who? Can you provide it in your own sphere? Yes. Let's step up. Let's be the leaders that we can become. Let's lift where we stand. Thank you for letting me get a little bit up on my soapbox today. I hope this week is meaningful for you, and I hope this message is meaningful for you. Let's talk next week. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.